just keep swimming. This is my mantra for this year. If I could describe this year in one word, it would be disruptive. The global pandemic has impacted our school year and how we interact with each other. We all miss attending school, seeing our friends face to face, and participating in the many activities that SJS has to offer. Despite the setbacks we have experienced thus far, I always like to look at the silver linings in all situations. I believe we can really have a great school year and will be honored to serve on SAC to represent you. I possess the leadership ability and communication skills to represent your voice with the SJS faculty. I served as vice president for our class last year and look forward to serving this year in a greater role. Additionally, I've been serving on student council since the 5th grade, providing my thoughts and leadership skills to help build a better community and school experience for all students. Thank you for your time. I'll be honored to represent you as a member of SAC this year. And as Dory once said in Finding Nemo, remember to just keep swimming.
Hey everyone! A year ago, the idea of quarantine probably would have sounded amazing. Endless takeout and screen time, binging Netflix, waking up at 8:50 and going to school in pajamas. But now, I really miss actually going to school. I never thought I would say those words considering how much I usually dread the start of school. While I really miss school lunch, the Mav Cafe, eating on the Great Lawn, and hanging out in the library, what I miss the most is the SJS community. If I'm elected, I will use my platform to create more opportunities for us to connect and hopefully make us feel like we're all together, despite half of us being online and the other half being in person. I'm very committed to voicing y'all's ideas and keeping our class connected and having fun, even if we can't all see each other, although hopefully that will change. Anyone who knows me knows I love house games and can sometimes even be just a little competitive. While I realize that options like spoon tag and sports on the Great Lawn might not be available at the beginning of this semester, we can still have fun competitions and opportunities to earn house points. A few ideas for this include a competition for the best SJS or virtual school meme, virtual gaming, and trivia cahoots over Zoom. I hope to continue to brainstorm ideas to keep us entertained and connected for both in-person and online school. Now more than ever, because of Corona and social distancing, community is super important and we're really going to have to get creative. This is also one of the most important times for the students to have a voice and someone who will listen to and lobby for them. I want to be that person, which is why I would love to be one of your SAC representatives this year. Don't forget to vote for me to make every day a Chilica party.
Hello, sophomore class. My name is Abby Gall. Most of you have met me, but if you haven't, it's probably because you looked right over my head. You should vote for me because I promise a personal vending machine for everyone. Trust me, I wish for that too. But in all seriousness, I'm not going to stand here and promise you a bunch of things. Although, I will tell you why you should vote for me for your SJS sophomore SAC representative. If you know me, you know I'm outspoken and will not fail to be actively engaged in making our school and grade the best it can be. I have participated in a lot of leadership programs, including a few seminars this past summer. But let's focus on the future, not the past. I love hearing different perspectives, and as your SAC representative, I will be sure to listen to your ideas. Even though we are split into 2 groups and it is not possible to be all together in person, I still want to make it feel like one community. There needs to be more ways to get involved with the student body as a whole. To instill this greater sense of connectedness, here are a few of my ideas. I think the sophomore SAC representatives should hold monthly meetings that are more interactive. In addition to making announcements, the students will be able to make suggestions regarding our grade and build off one another's ideas. Instead of just getting the results of SAC's decisions, the student body will also have the opportunity to be involved in the decision making. Another way we can connect is by working together to better our community. Because of COVID, we have a lot more waste. We can partner with some of the environmental clubs to help find creative ways to reduce the amount of waste produced at school. Projects like these can help us stay connected as a community during these strange times. Thank you for listening to my speech, and vote Abby Gall for your sophomore representative. Together, we can make SJS a better place.
Hello again, class of 2023. The last time I gave a speech to all, I was fortunate enough to be elected as one of your SAC representatives. Sadly, this speech will not contain as many short jokes as my last one due to me surpassing the godly 5-foot mark, so if that's what got me elected, then I guess I'm out of luck. Should I be on SAC again this year, my objectives and goals will remain the same regardless of if we have online or in-person school. To be concise, the two main advancements I would like to help SAC make this year revolve around communications and student enjoyment. So for one, communications. One thing I took away last year from an amazing SAC senior mentor was just how extensive the reach of SAC really is. With that in mind, now this isn't applicable to everyone, but I would strive to be a liaison between AAAG and SAC. And broader than that, while I'm not in every one of them, I would be happy to serve that same role for other affinity groups or even clubs. If you think SAC could help advertise or set up activities for your affinity group or club, I'd be the guy to reach out to. Lastly, student enjoyment. I know how much of a hit Spoontag is, and specifically the genre of tense, class-wide, constantly ongoing games. Thus, with my last commitment comes the promise of more unique, thrilling games for the students to enjoy. Thank you for listening, and I'm looking forward to another wonderful school year with you all.
Hi guys, it's Sophomore Cinco back again, and I hope you are all doing well. Today, I'm here to tell you why you should elect me to be one of your sophomore class representatives. This year, I want to make many positive changes that I've identified from being one of your representatives last year. Specifically, I realized that sometimes it can be difficult to give a voice to the student body. I will work to give you that voice by encouraging regular input sessions from the sophomore class, creating easy ways for people to voice their opinion, and overall keeping the sophomore interests in mind in SAC discussions. I believe that my leadership background as a past class representative will help me make excellent decisions for our class overall. For example, last year I helped create initiatives like a system for people to lend chargers and the organization of a more robust peer tutoring program. Thank you very much for listening to my speech. You can help make this year amazing by voting for Cinco, the Cinco difference. Thank you.
Hi sophomores, I'm Caroline Handkammer, and to start off, let's throw it back for a minute to my 5th grade student council speech. My campaign slogan was, "A vote for me is a vote for you," and I won. Now I know what you're all thinking. That slogan is so unoriginal, but I'll show you why it works. First off, I'm a vocal person. You might have noticed how unafraid I am to speak up and share my ideas, but have you also noticed how much I try to encourage others to express their opinions as well? Second, I don't shy away from leadership. I was captain of the JV2 Mavs volleyball team last year, and as captain, I helped our team bond, boosted morale, and held myself and my teammates accountable. Also at St. John's, I help lead the Bible study club. As a leader, my job is to recruit new freshmen to join the club, so I have a lot of experience talking to people that I don't know. And I help lead meetings by creating discussion points and entire presentations. So I've already proven myself as a leader here on campus, as well as a hard worker. There are a lot of extra hours that SAC representatives are called to put in, and I'll do it happily. Another reason you should elect me to SAC is that I know all of your names. And I vow to work my tail off to get to know all of you even better so I can become even more aware of everyone's thoughts. I understand that different people have different ideas on how they want things to run. So if there's anything you ever want to suggest, I am always just a phone call away. So now you know why a vote for Caroline is actually a vote for yourself. It is a trusted and timeless slogan because not only am I an honors student, arts participant, athlete, yearbooker, and club leader, but I am also an idea expresser, a leader, a close listener, a friendly face, and a savvy worker. And above all, the person who would represent you best on SAC this year. So let's go over it one last time. A vote for me is a vote for you. Thank you, friends.
Hey guys, my name is Karis Howell and I'm running to be the 10th grade SAC representative. Y'all might be wondering why in the world is this girl running? Well, the answer is simple, really. I want to make y'all St. John's experience the best it can be, and I believe that if you have me to represent y'all, I can work my hardest to get the job done. I will try to get the fun little things you want added to your daily St. John's lives. However, I'm not going to make you silly little promises like petting suit Thursdays and bouncy house Fridays. But if you ask me, yo, Karis, can we have some more athletic games instead of just trivia games once a week? My response would be, let me see what I can do. I will fight for your dreams of being the leadoff kicker for the kickball team or the winning scorer for the ultimate frisbee team, but please remember to keep it realistic, and I want everyone to have the things they enjoy at school. And I know this year's so far been a bust with the pandemic and all, but when we get back at school again, I want y'all to see me as your closest compadre. Since I'm relatively new to the school, I don't know every single one of you, but I want to change that. So if you ever see me in the halls or in your classes, give me a shout because I want to be there for all of y'all. So I hope you consider me to represent you.
Hi. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Tyler Langan and I'm running for SAC. This is my second year at St. John's and I've decided to run for SAC because I feel that I can create positive change in the SJS community. I believe I am fit for this job because I have prior experience in leadership roles. I was president of my 7th grade class in Australia and was captain of my 8th grade rugby team. I believe that with my prior experience in leadership positions, I will be equipped to productively cooperate with my fellow SAC members to promote positive change and foster a collegial atmosphere in our school community. In addition, I'm involved in a wide range of extracurricular activities at St. John's, including football, wrestling, wind ensemble, jazz band, and spec. Through these activities, I interact with a broad range of students, coaches, and teachers with whom I am able to exchange ideas and gain support for issues that matter most to students. Community is one of St. John's most precious assets, and if elected, I intend to strengthen our community through SAC activities and house games. In addition, at a time when St. John's administrators and board of trustees are making critical decisions about whether in-person instruction, athletics, and performing arts will take place, I would like to create an open line of communication through SAC so that students' voices are heard in this decision-making process. I'm asking for your vote because I believe I can make valuable contributions to SAC meetings in our community. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Matthew Lee. It is so great to see everyone again, although we are meeting digitally right now. When the lockdown started, I was so happy because I needed a break. I had lots of time to read great books, watch great movies, play with my dog in my backyard, and hang out with my family. It was awesome. However, after a long summer, I am ready to come back to school in person and see everyone. I know it is still virtual right now, but I can't wait to see all of you in person. St. John's has always been my home away from home, and it's a bit strange not to visit home at the beginning of this year. However, once we can go back to school safely and in person, I look forward to seeing all of you and making sure you have a fun year. I want to be the voice between you and administration to make it happen. I'm full of great ideas for fun activities and events, and I can't wait to share some of these ideas and make them happen. We only have a few years left together, and I will make sure that we make the most of our time left together, having fun and working together. Vote Matthew Lee for SAC.
Some people say the third time's the charm, and right now, I really hope they're right. So you may ask yourself, why do you keep running for SAC? You may ask yourself, how long it will be? How long is it until we will drill into your head that we don't want you? You may ask yourself, okay, this has gone on long enough. Well, I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could improve the school, which I certainly think I can. With the strange time that we are living in, we need to make sure that we're doing as much as possible to have as much fun as possible. To that end, I will make sure that we're hosting as many virtual house games as we can, from Scribble.io to Rocket League tournaments, to whatever else you might suggest. SAC needs your opinions for many things. Thus, I propose that for every suggestion that is accepted, house points are awarded. Things work better when people suggest whatever idea comes to their mind, even if it seems silly at first. Next, I will have SAC showcase a club of the week, possibly in the infographic. We have many amazing clubs, but after Club Fair, there's not many opportunities to learn about them. Who knows, the Club of the Week might be something you become really interested in. So in conclusion, why should you vote for me? Well, if I am elected, I can promise you that we will have as many house games as possible, that SAC will reward your good ideas, and that as many clubs as possible are showcased. But most importantly, I have one last promise. I promise that I'm never going to give you up, never going to let you down, and never going to run around and desert you. So feel the love and vote for J Love for your SAC representative.
Hello again. My name is Benjamin Planet Trachtenberg, and I'm running to be your SAC Presidente. It's a bummer that you have to listen to this likely muffled audio in assembly time, as opposed to doing something actually optional. Nevertheless, I believe that with your vote, I can make changes that will directly impact you so that your experience as a student will top last year. The start to our sophomore year was nothing less than unexpected, just like the introduction and expectation of having to cram to submit an English paper within a few days of school starting. I like to do things right the first time, but I can gain motivation from others, such as when my teammates have to scream at me to finish running the last lap since I delay the practice. Last semester, other reps saw the amount of dedication I had for SAC, so when they were asked to vote for the SAC MVP, your boy was almost a unanimous choice. As good as I think I am at tackling objects and objectives on and off the field, I know that I need a lot of work on the field since I struggle with the stationary tackling dummy first day of practice. Fact. In all seriousness, I strongly believe each and every one of your voices needs to be heard by others, which is why I'm making it my goal, whether I am elected on SAC or not, to increase communication between the Parents Guild, parents, administration, and the students through SAC, so that the SGS community as a cohesive unit can tackle complex issues. Thank you for your time, and don't forget to be a 10 and vote for Ben.
Hi everybody, I'm Grace Stay, and I am completely and totally drained. I have homework and I have conditioning, and I'm sure I have a chem test tomorrow, and I have a lab due, and I'm exhausted, and I really, really miss my friends. In the boatload of horrors that is COVID-19, it's really easy to start feeling scared or worried, and that's why I believe as your SAC member, it's my job to listen. Because especially now, there's not a lot you can actually do to hang out. Listening or hanging out safely or online is about as good as it's gonna get. That's why, as your SAC member, I would work tirelessly to find other ways we could hang out. I know spoon tag is definitely gonna be a little bit more difficult this year, so I would plan Fall Guys and Smash Bros tournaments instead. And fun get-togethers when we do actually get to go back. And there's nothing worse than feeling literally dead and having your phone be actually dead. So I would work to install chargers in the VST and in the sports locker rooms that would have multiple ports, so it's easy to charge all your different devices with all their different flavors. I also promise to listen to any suggestions that you might have, because it is my job to listen to you. And no one should have to run at only 10%. Vote Bruce Stay, and we can kick off this school year gracefully.
Hey guys, my name is Claire Schwanauer, and I'm running to be one of your 10th grade SAC representatives this year. I know we've had one heck of a long spring break, but I am so excited to get back on campus, even if that means having to be on a swivel half the time. I'm running for SAC because I want to make school as fun as it can be and integrate y'all's ideas into our days to make them just that much better. I represented y'all last year during the fall semester, and I had an amazing time working with people in all different grades to deliver the best house games and SAC activities possible. Even though I wasn't technically a member of SAC second semester, I still went to all the meetings and continued to work on projects because I enjoyed it so much. You may have heard of a little something called the Pen Pal Project, which was something I started when we went online for the first time to help keep people in touch the good old-fashioned way, even though some people communicated through email. I have so many fun ideas for this year, online or in school, and I'm really hoping you guys can help me make them a reality by voting Claire Schwanauer for SAC. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I hope you all had a fabulous summer. My name is Addison Spiegel, and I am running to be one of your SAC representatives. My aim is to lead our community through this troubling time and ensure that everyone feels like their needs have been met. This means implementing all of your suggestions and improving the overall quality of school and its activities, thereby maximizing your enjoyment. I will leave you with part of a quote from William Shakespeare that encompasses my campaign. Love all, do wrong to none. If you vote for me, you shall be certain that I will voice your concerns to the SAC Council and that this year will be phenomenal. Vote Spiegel for SAC because school problems require Spiegel solutions. Thank you.
Hello. So far in my time at St. John's, I tried my best to get to know each and every one of you. If I have not had a chance to meet you yet, it's good to finally get to speak to you. I'm running to be one of your Class 10 SAC representatives. Although we are still seen as lower classmen, I believe each and every student should be able to voice their concerns and be taken seriously. The decisions made by SAC should be made in the best interest of all students, but these decisions will likely affect us the most. We as sophomores still have 2.5 years left at St. John's, and a decision made by seniors and juniors will have the most bearing on us. That being said, until we are able to fully return to a sense of normalcy and safety, I will work to provide more opportunities for student interaction, maintaining the sense of community that makes St. John's special. I'll organize online and/or socially distant gatherings, and I hope that if anyone here has a suggestion or idea to be considered, you will be able to contact me with your concerns. Thank you.
Hi everyone! So hopefully as you all know by now, my name is Leah Seimer. I understand that you're probably sick of talking or hearing about the pandemic, so I'll keep this part short. In these difficult times, the thing that I miss most is the interactions that I had in person with all of you, whether that be in the hallway, the classroom, or in sports. Throughout this pandemic, I have subconsciously lost contact with so many people within this community that once brightened my everyday. That is why, as a member of SAC, I hope to make activities and opportunities that can unify our grade so that we can all connect with those that we have no other way of communicating with, at least until the end of this pandemic. I truly believe in the power of students to make the change that we believe is needed. Between starting the Presbyterian School Student Senate to serving on the council at NEMC, my goal for the longest time has been to amplify the voices of those around me. My goal is to brighten your day or make your life easier in any way possible. Now, you may ask, why didn't you run last year? My answer to that question is that I did not want to give false promises or make my platform into something that I wasn't passionate about. Since I was new to St. John's, I wanted to be able to understand the school environment more before I decided to run. Speaking of environments, one of my goals in running for SAC is to focus on our school's environmental impact. As a member of SAC, I hope to find ways to reduce our school's carbon footprint, whether that be from minimizing single-use plastic or adding more recycling bins in the hallways. Finally, while my speech may not have been the funniest or the most entertaining, I promise that as a member of SAC, I will work hard at everything I do and consistently advocate for all of you. Thank you for listening, and please vote for me.
Hi, I'm Lucia. I'm going to start off with a story, but I promise it'll make sense at the end. So a couple months ago, I was at Chipotle ordering my tacos, as I'm sure many of you have done before, and the lady working behind the counter asked if I wanted white rice or brown rice. I said beans. She's a little confused. She asked me what type of beans I wanted. I said, no, I'm vegetarian. Then the hard part came, the toppings. She was like, what kind of toppings do you want? I was like, no, white rice. She tried speaking to me in Spanish. I can't really speak Spanish. This confusion was going on for a little while. Finally, my mom had to step in because somehow less than an inch of glass made me worse at ordering than my 80-year-old grandma who can't even speak English. Moral of the story being, communication is key. As your SAC representative, I would listen to all ideas no matter how big or how small. And I get it, speaking up can be scary sometimes. In fact, I'm not sure who was more scared when I realized my whole order is wrong. Me or that poor woman working behind the counter. But don't worry, I was much happier eating the wrong order than going back and doing the whole thing again. If you elect me for SAC, I can promise to listen to all your ideas, including some of the great ones I've heard so far, like candygrams on Valentine's Day, more opportunities for clubs to connect with the student body, Halloween-themed activities, and maybe even waffles and pancakes on Fridays. I can promise to listen to you and do everything in my power to make your voice heard. To sum it all up, vote Varma.